This is gonna be an awesome unboxing video because I have actually been waiting to take this guy out of the box. Out of the box. Out of the box. What's up, Alfonso Nation? Alfonso Peterman, the home dog, is here today. Guys, welcome to another episode of my Teletraan unboxing series. In this one, we're going to be checking out a character that is actually interesting because he has a lot. He has different, renditions of himself in the Studio Series line. I mean, you got Clunker Bumblebee, you got the Bumblebee movie Bumblebee, you got the Last Night for the 2-pack, the Target exclusive. So he's got multiple versions of himself in this Studio Series line. But today we're gonna be looking at the World War II Bumblebee. This one in particular, I'm actually glad they made because they have never done this before. And his alt mode and his robot mode has a very specific and very unique design that I really, really like. And seeing him, just driving up, transforming, him and Hot Rod, teaming up and fighting against the Nazis, that's something that I just wasn't ready for, and I actually love it. It's one of my favorite scenes of the Last Night, and personally, I'm just gonna throw it out there, I'm actually glad that Michael Bay did this because at first he was getting a lot of criticism for filming, putting the Nazi flags on the place where Winston Churchill used to, I think he used to live there or something. But he said, I guarantee you, you're gonna like it. Just watch the freaking movie, don't judge me just yet. And we watched it, it was great. Bumblebee and Hot Rod was knocking those Nazis left and right, blowing them up, destroying them. It was great. Bumblebee had his hammer and Hot Rod had his cannons. It was awesome. I actually wish it was a lot longer. I wish there would have been maybe a Decepticon that would have came in to assist the Nazis and then they would have started fighting. Something like that to kind of extend the scene, make the action more. I know it was a flashback, so it wasn't supposed to be too long, but there were other flashback scenes in the film that were long as well, so you could have also extended this one. I digress, not gonna rant, we're gonna talk about the figures. So, before I even get started, I did the guessing game on Instagram and we got a winner really, really fast. So big shout out to the home skillet, the Alfonso, that goes by the name of Keegan underscore Christ, I guess, or Christ. Underscore on Instagram. He said World War IIB. My hint for it was unwelcomed rival because obviously he wasn't welcome, he wasn't invited, and he definitely showed up and lit up the place. So Keegan, thank you so much for your great guess. It was awesome. You did it really fast. I was like, oh my god, because some folks were putting Megatron. I'm like, oh my god, I just said it was an Autobot. It's an Autobot. And then a deluxe Autobot. People just type in stuff and they don't even read. But it's fine, it's fine. Thank you so much, Keegan, for your great guess. And I'm very excited to take this guy out. But before we do that, of course, we're gonna go over the box. The packaging is pretty standard, pretty uniform for all Studio Series. So there he is, World War II Bumblebee in his packaging, looking great. And of course, you got the visual of him with the hammer, which actually looks really great. He is number 26, and that is him again. Gonna try to change it from the glare. Look at that. I like that though. That's a really nice image of him. And of course, it is the same thing on the back. It's actually the same picture all around, just different angles. This one you get to see more of his entire body. There it is. And of course on the back you can see a lot more about the figure, and you can see the robot in alt mode, and it definitely says, oh, and his description, he has a description on the deluxe box. So yeah, you know what, Optimus Prime, the G1 Optimus Prime did not have a description, and it's not because the box was smaller, because an even smaller box than that got a description. I'm gonna rant about that until I feel I should stop. So yeah, the description says, Bumblebee infiltrates an enemy stronghold, unleashing the war machine within. Holy crap, I like that. That's awesome. And of course you got the other figures that it recommends. The Clunker Bumblebee, Barricade, and Sideswipe. So super cool. We're gonna go ahead and take him out because, you know, I'm just ready to see him. I like this version of Bumblebee. I like the World War II. So let's check it out. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, Bumblebee. Bumblebee. Ooh. I like his background. I love his background. Check out his background. That was like a really cool scene. I'm not just saying that. That was like legit a really cool scene. One of my favorites in the franchise. Here we go. All right. Oh, he is tiny. You're a tiny little Bumblebee, aren't you? Yes, you are. So yeah, Bumblebee comes with the hammer. Whoa, look at this. It's my first time actually getting my hands on the hammer. Look at that hammer, guys. Check him out. Very nice, very detailed for a small little hammer. But I like how long the handle is. Like this is nice. And look at this. Look at this little gun. Look at that. Hopefully it focuses on that. It's so small. Yeah, look at that. Super cool. All right, Bumblebee, you got the barrels. And here is Bumblebee. World War II Bumblebee. I gotta say, from the front, this guy looks absolutely fantastic. He looks good. From the front, he looks fantastic. From the back, we have an issue. Because this thing is this how he, that's it? That's how it's supposed to go? Oh God, oh man. Oh boy. We're gonna focus on the front just a little bit more. So as you can see, he has fantastic detailing on his chest. His head sculpt is perfect. Love the blue eyes. I love it. You gotta show that you're an Autobot. Gotta represent. The paint job, it's actually very standard. Not really that much accents. Most of the accents are at the top portion of his body. You know, silver applications here and silver applications kind of in the chest area, and you have like a number here, number 10, probably for his alt mode. I doubt this is for like his robot mode to be shown. His legs from the front actually doesn't look too bad. As you can see, it has great detailing. You can see the wheels in the middle, and his feet is not bad. It's just the back. What is going on? What is that? What is that? What is that? What is this whole thing right here? If I held this up to anybody, to you guys or to anybody, if I just held up this and all they saw was this back piece, they would not know what I'm holding up. I don't know what I'm holding up. Like it looks like a big like green block, like a freaking like an electric box that you for your like power or something. Like what is going on? Bumblebee is not bad, but this back piece is going to hinder his rating big time, because not only is it a backpack, it's like a jetpack. Like look how huge it is compared, like if they actually just got rid of this whole thing, it wouldn't look bad. Look at his back without that. Not bad. You got the wheels. Okay, you can see some of the details in the back of the leg. Yeah, this is chunky, but I wouldn't really bother. But this thing just like collapsed on top, and there's no way to really fold it because that's the top of his like battle alt mode. So here he is with his weapons in hand, which I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of the weapons. I like the weapons. I like that pistol. It's not really a pistol. It's like a cannon, a hand cannon, and I love the hammer. The hammer's fantastic. Beautiful hammer. I'm I'm a big fan of him from the front. It's just the back just needs a lot of help. So yeah, so the size, it is a deluxe figure, so I can't be like, you know, too like harsh on the size. Deluxe figures are supposed to be smaller, but for Bumblebee, you could have made him just a slight bigger because he's Bumblebee. And Bumblebee from the last night was much bigger than, like, you know, like the Bumblebee movie version Bumblebee. He was much, much bigger. So if this guy is supposed to kind of represent that size, make him a little bigger, because that makes it more accurate. You know, if you make him small like this, I bet you if I put the actual Bumblebee movie version B next to him, it wouldn't be that much of a difference, because he looks about the size of that. He's very small. He is smaller than my hand. This is the base of my hand. There it is. Actually, that's the base of my hand, as you can see. Look at my hand. My fingers tower over him. So yeah, like I was saying, but he's a cute little figure. I'm not really gonna bother about the size too much. He's a deluxe. I get it. It's World War II Bumblebee. I will say definitely a pro is his the detailing on his chest and on his arms in the front. They really put a lot of attention in making him look presentable from the front. I mean, they really did well with that. To say that we got a World War II Bumblebee figure at all is great, and I'm very grateful for that. I just do not like the engineering for the back. The back needs a lot of assistance. Now, of course, it will hinder articulation, but you can do this. And then, of course, the legs will be able to go back, and you can help, you know, kind of smoothen out the articulation with that. But it's why have it? Why have it? In terms of articulation, his legs. So okay, so we have waist articulation, kind of like that. It's hard to show. See, yeah, like that. And then the leg can do that back and forth. Of course, you can go front like this, and then you can go back. But like I was saying, you have to literally like move this guy up, and then you can bring it back. But it works. That's a strategy you can use. The arms are really tough to maneuver. So this is kind of how it goes, and then you can move the arms front, the back not so much, because you're gonna have this piece in the way. Actually, surprisingly, the wrist, he has wrist articulation, which, wow, a lot of the figures I've seen don't really have that, so that's interesting. The head actually has a lot of articulation, which I kind of feel like all the figures should just come with a natural, a really nice revolving ball joint for the head. But the head really has great articulation, you know, and he can rotate. I don't know what Shade's doing. He can rotate, he can say yes and no. And so yeah, the articulation isn't terrible. I'm not gonna really say too much about that. It's really the only thing about the figure is this back piece. That's all. I'm gonna try to pose him. Now, one thing about him I'm noticing is he's not very sturdy, not very strong. He doesn't really hold a pose very well. You kind of have to play with him to make sure that the pose you put him in, he stays in, because he doesn't really hold. When you move him, he kind of wants to lay down. And it's like, Bumblebee, get up, and he doesn't really want to do it. So you gotta kind of work with him to make it happen. But you can make it happen. So I got him here, I got him ready. He's standing in front of the backdrop. He's ready to be presented for the rating. Let's get it. And here he is, standing with the background. Not looking too shabby. So you really get to see the details in the legs, like I was talking about, looking very nice with the legs and the kneecap. That's a very small little kneecap, but it's there. He's looking good. Look at that hammer. Look at him, how amazing that hammer looks. Beautiful hammer. Same hammer that he's been slamming Optimus Prime with, or Nemesis Prime rather. And of course, check out those barrels, baby. You don't want to get blasted with that. You can obviously see the ball joint on his shoulder, which not too bad. It's a deluxe figure. I'm not gonna really rate it too hard. And that head sculpt. Look at him, those big blue bumblebee eyes. So pretty nice. I'm not really too I don't dislike it. I mean it's one of those figures that I know, Shady, you don't dislike it either, don't you? It's one of those figures that you kind of have to just put it in a pose. And the best way to do it, this one, I would probably say, is to just put him in front of this backdrop. So that way you don't really get to see the back, that horrendous backpack he has. And just kind of leave him positioned where he is, because that's the only way to really kind of ignore that. But if you play around with him, if you like do some stuff with him, transforming, or like especially like stop motions, and like where you need like a lot of articulation, not really the best figure, not the best engineering, because you know that backpack really does hinder him, and sometimes it can make him top heavy and really hard to position. And so like if you're doing a stop motion and he's like in the middle of an action sequence, it'd be hard to keep him in the same spot. So this is just a couple things I'm thinking about, but not too bad for a deluxe class figure. I'm gonna be honest, I was really glad that I found this guy. He is a beautiful addition to anybody's collection that you know, got him. I know a lot of you guys have him already, and some of you guys don't have him yet. Maybe you have to find him, and it's been hard for you to find some figures in your local stores. I get it, I have been there. So I totally understand. So in terms of the rating, I'm just gonna skip to the rating because I went over the paint job, the detail, the accessories, the size, and the backpack. So all the good stuff and bad stuff. I'm gonna give World War II Bumblebee a 6 out of 10. He gets a 6 out of 10 from the Alfonso Nation. It's over half, so it's still not too bad, because I do like the detail, I do like the paint job, I do like the silver accents and the gray accents. I love his hammer. Golly, I love his hammer. And I love that he comes with another accessory, which is his cannon. I love that. That looks really good. So yeah, 6 out of 10, not too bad. Bumblebee, World War II. Alright, go kill some Nazis. And also I found it really funny that the background, you know, there's explosions that obviously and purposely are blocking the Nazi symbols on the flag, so I thought that was funny. Yeah, they're probably not gonna have that for the figures, just for the movie, right, B? He's like, yeah, I killed those Nazis. Oh wait, I forgot you can't talk. Alright. Awkward. So anyways guys, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Teletraan Unboxing. If you did, please do me a favor, do me a solid, and body slam that like button for me consensually, get his permission first. And if you want to get this guy on Amazon, there is a link in the description box below where you can do that. I am an Amazon affiliate, partnered with the big A, and so if you click the link and if you buy anything from the link, it's not even just this figure. You can literally go like into the search bar and type anything you want. As long as you click the link first, I'm gonna be supported through that, and I appreciate all the support I get. Thank you guys so much for 10,000 subscribers. I'm going to be hitting it hard with these videos, so you better get ready for some epic stuff in the future. Anyways, y'all, thank you for watching. My name is Alfonso, and this is Bumblebee, and we are gonna go have lunch. Actually, we might go have Subway. Wanna have Subway? Anyways, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. What do you want for lunch? I want Subway. I might get a sub. But you might be like, well, I want nuggets from McDonald's. And I'm just like, well, okay, duh, I'll go there too. You know, I have a turbo shock on the block, don't stop. I'm talking to a figure, I have to go. Oh my gosh, this is enough.